Good morning, America. My name is Danny. I'm a 49-year-old American. This is my show, Danny's Pit. It's not for children, so if you're under the age of 18, it's not for you. First of all, I'd like to thank all you guys that hit like, subscribe, and share. It really helps out my channel. I grow, you grow, I should learn to talk. I grow, you grow, we grow. I have free giveaways if you leave me your information in that Gmail. If you're watching me on the shorter platforms, it's about to cut off in 30 seconds or so. If you want to watch the entire pit, I highly encourage you to come over to YouTube, like, subscribe, and share, and watch all the pits you want. All of them are there. And I post them all there. I don't always post all my shows everywhere. TikTok's another place I post a lot on too, so you can try that. And if you're following me on TikTok, and I'm not following you back right now, it's nothing against you. There's a glitch in TikTok, or at least on my TikTok. It's not allowing me to follow back, so I'm working with their customer service, which is a nightmare. And so when I get that fixed, I will follow you back. So 'cause I like to follow people back that follow me. So anyway, with all that being said, let's hop in. Topic of today's pit will be T.M.N, too much news. What I mean by that is, me and my wife have been binge watching different shows through the years here. Seinfeld, Cheers, a lot of the shows that we grew up with were around 49, 50. So those shows that we watched when we were kids. And back in those days, the government was in the background of the show or what was going on and everything like that. And I noticed, I don't know, it just hit me last night. It's like everywhere you turn, that's all you get is just the government, the government, the government. There's no release. It used to be you would, watch the news, and then you'd have dinner, and then watch Jeopardy, then watch your 8 o'clock movie, then you'd go to bed and go to work. But now it's like people are just glued to the TV. I might be considered one of them, watching news like all day, and it's very taxing. It's very depressing, and you almost feel hopeless a lot of the time. And drop me comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Back in the day, Cheers ran for like 11 seasons, and it just stayed continuously funny the whole time. Seinfeld ran for 8 or 9 or something like that, and it stayed funny the whole time. And very rarely were politics ever talked about. When Roseanne came on and did that reboot show, Jackie was for the left, the liberals, and then Roseanne voted for Trump, and they were mad at each other. But then Roseanne was explaining to Jackie why she did what she did, and she was like mending. It almost felt like, I even remember telling my wife, it feels like Roseanne's kind of mending the country. They knew it too. They caught one tweet she gave, which probably was a stupid tweet. I don't think it meant what they implied that it meant. So they did, they canceled her. They got her off of everything. She didn't want the rest of the people of her show to suffer for what she had done, so she signed off. They're doing the Connors now. That's still funny, and they don't really mention politics too much in it anymore. They, like I said with Roseanne, some of the first episodes were like her and Dan swapping medicine pills because they couldn't afford to get all their prescriptions. It was very government-ran type of show, about that, and because that's how we are now. Ever since OJ took off in that Bronco, well, actually AC was driving, but ever since OJ was in the back of that Bronco, and then leading up to 9/11, we've become a 24-hour news network all over the place. Any time of day, East Coast, West Coast, around the world, MSNBC is on, CNN is on, Fox is on. There's some news outlet on somewhere playing right now, 24 hours a day, just pumping out all this stuff. And it's getting people, riled up and things. And, you got people, like I've said before, that are ready to fist fight each other over who should be the president, but don't even know the governor of their state's name or the district supervisor of the district they live in the city that they live in, his or her name. They don't know anything about the local politics, and that's all that we should really be worried about. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as much as Trump loves America, he's not going to fix the pothole outside on the road out there. But the district supervisor, if I write him a letter or email him something, he might get somebody to come look at it and say, "Oh yeah, it needs to be patched," and then they'll start to patch it up. That's how local government works. That's how big government should work. But we all know it doesn't quite work that way. Even a show like I was watching American Horror Story a few years ago. I don't watch it anymore for various reasons, but there was the last season that was entertaining for me there was one called Cult. And it had Evan Woods, an actor. I really like the actor. He's a great actor. Anyway, he's sitting there and he's watching news, and it's Trump and everything, and he's eating Cheetos. He pours the Cheetos into a blender. He blends them up. We don't know why. Then all of a sudden he starts rubbing all that orange on his face. He dyes his hair blonde. The name of the damn whole entire season was Cult. And so, that's a subliminal message, I think, to Americans. They were saying was, if you follow Trump, you're in a cult. Yeah, I guess I'm in a cult of wanting the nation to be strong. I want America to be great again. I want gas to be $3.73 again. I want to be able to buy groceries and have change. If that's radical or too much, I don't know what else to say. Like I always say, drop me comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is, it's one of those things where it's like you might say, well, all you do is talk about politics. Only on my show. If you knew me off the clock, no, very rarely do I discuss politics with people because religion and politics don't usually mix in conversation. You'll eventually piss somebody off or somebody will piss you off. No matter how, whatever you're trying to be, it inevitably happens. And I've explained why in past pits. It's because we grow up with these values, and when you attack them, it almost feels like you're calling my mom or my dad an idiot because I believe that's the way that they believe, and they brought me up. It's a far stretch, but not really if you think about it. So anyway, I'm going to keep this short, knock it off here about 6 minutes. Stay vigilant, America. Keep looking forward, but once in a while look behind you. And it's okay, like I've said, it's okay to put on Forrest Gump and just lay on the couch and veg for a couple hours. It's okay to rest your mind, read your Bible, find your meditation spot, point, whatever. It's okay to not have to think about this all the time. Leave it to people like me that are going crazy over it. But, just you got to just start, realizing that you get the right people in there, government will work just fine, without every other second some breaking news on Fox or something. So anyway, God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, be safe, be healthy. Call someone you love. Go give someone you love a hug. Tomorrow's not promised. And God bless these wonderful and beautiful United States of America that we are lucky as hell to be living in. And I can't wait for this election. It's going to be interesting to say the least, and probably the most influential and important election of my lifetime. And if my mom were here, she'd probably say of her lifetime as well. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. If you stayed to the end, you rock. Pit members, you know how I feel about you. Love you all. Y'all rock. And I'll be back should YouTube allow it. So until that time comes, stay tuned, guys. And again, thank you.